What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video. And in the last couple of months, I started a new job, and being low vision, that means I'm using my remaining sight a whole lot more. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I've noticed a lot more eye fatigue. That's just how it goes when you're using that remaining sight. When the power of sight has to come through and do its thing, you just have eye fatigue. And so I wanted to give you a few tips, tricks, thoughts, ideas on trying to do your best to avoid eye fatigue. Now, the first tip I have for you to avoid eye fatigue is this. Go upstairs or downstairs or wherever your bedroom is. Go to your bedroom and close the door, shut all the curtains, close your eyes, get in bed, and never come out again, and you will avoid eye fatigue. Because there's no way to avoid it if you have low vision and remaining vision. You're just going to have eye fatigue. It happens, it is what it is, and we just got to learn ways to cope with it. But I'm going to give you a few tips on helping to alleviate it as much as possible. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do whenever trying to avoid eye fatigue is close your eyes as much as possible. I know this sounds kind of dumb and simplistic, but if you're watching TV and you've got audio description on, there's not a need to have your eyes open. So close your eyes. Now, I know, you might fall asleep. I get it. And if you're falling asleep constantly, maybe it's an indication that you need to get more sleep. So it's a win-win in the long run. But close your eyes if at all possible. This means sitting watching TV. This means taking a break for 10 minutes and just resting with your eyes closed. You don't have to fall asleep, but just closing your eyes and giving your eyes an opportunity to rest, to take a break. So anytime you can, go ahead and close your eyes and give your eyes a break. The second tip I have for you today is if you're going outside, wear some sunglasses. Again, seems like a duh thing, but a lot of times we don't think about the sunglasses we're wearing. Get some polarized sunglasses if at all possible. That really helps to alleviate some of the light coming in. And if you have to, get some wraparound sunglasses. Sometimes sunglasses are cool and hip and they look nice, but they don't block a lot of sun, which is sort of dumb. So get some dark sunglasses that wrap around and that will block sunlight, because if you're not blocking sun, it's sort of pointless. So get some of those and help avoid eye fatigue when you're out and about in the great outdoors. Now, a third tip I have for avoiding eye fatigue is medication. Now look, I know you don't want to take a bunch of medications every time you have a headache, and I don't encourage you to take a bunch of medications every time you have a headache. But there are going to be some days where you're just going to have a headache, your eyes are going to hurt, your brain's going to hurt, and you're going to need some medication. I encourage you to make sure that when you're taking medication, you take some that is good for you. When I mean good for you, I mean that's not going to interact with other medications you're taking. If you are drinking a lot of alcohol, you know, things like that. Make sure it's going to do the best for you. And make sure you're not taking it often, meaning every day of every week of every month. Make sure that you're avoiding that. Take it when it's only necessary and when you can have the time to take the medication and try to find rest in, conjunction with taking the medication. We don't want to get lost on that. I don't mind taking medication, it's fine. Ibuprofen, Advil, whatever helps you the most. Find things that help you and don't harm you, and do it in moderation always. So medication can be good, just make sure you're taking care of yourself, which is most important. And my last tip to help avoid eye fatigue, or at least deal with it a little easier, is to use screen reading software, talking things as much as you can, because we want to use our remaining eyesight as much as possible. It's just how it goes. But if we'll learn to use things that help us, like, our iPhones that talk,
notes, lifestyle folder,
it'll be really helpful, because in the long run, it'll help avoid just a little bit of that eye fatigue, because you're using something like an iPhone to give you a little bit of a break. You don't have to stare at the screen. Now look, I like to hit the screen, stare at it, because I'm a visual person, and that's just how it goes. But if you can avoid using it some, that'll really be helpful. So find things that help you with audio, like screen readers, talking watches, things of that nature, and that'll give you a little bit of help when trying to avoid eye fatigue. Alright guys, so there's just a few tips on helping avoid eye fatigue. Like I said at the beginning, it is inevitable, you're gonna have it, but just do your best. Look, I sit on a computer a lot during the day. Whether it's editing these videos, whether it's doing work at my job, whatever it is, the computer is something I use constantly. So other things to remember is like blue light glasses or whatever the case is. But the biggest thing to remember is just to take a break. Just let your eyes rest as much as possible because that's really, really crucial. Hey, I hope that you guys have learned from this, and if you have any tips on avoiding eye fatigue, I would love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure we can help out each other because we probably all have little things that we do. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you get more great content just like this. Thank you so much for checking this out wherever you are, and until next time, remember, sight loss isn't the end, it's just the beginning. My name is Derek Daniel from lifeaftersightloss.com, and I'll see you in the next one.